Windsurf just released a code maps feature today. It's a really smart way to help understand AI-generated code bases visually so you don't feel lost when making changes. The problem is, if you're using Claude Code, Cursor, or any other AI coding tool, you can't just switch to Windsurf to use this feature. In this video, I'll show you how to create the same code maps in your own setup, regardless of what tool you're using. We'll cover what code maps are, why they help with AI coding quality, the tools you need, and a step-by-step walkthrough so you can set this up yourself. For those new here, over the past 5 years, my team and I have built over 100 apps for businesses worldwide. We build with AI every day, and I teach it in my school community. Let's get started. So first, let's talk about what code maps are and why Windsurf built this feature. The big thing to understand is AI coding's velocity is super high, but if my understanding or if the AI agent's understanding is low, it ends up generating slop code. But if the understanding is high, both myself and the AI agent with a high velocity, we just get 10x throughput. This graph is really interesting as well. Whether it's a human coding ability or an AI agent coding ability, it's constrained with our mental model of the code base. It takes new engineers months to ramp up on a large code base, and even senior engineers take like hours just to figure out where is what. AI agents are similar. It takes a while for them to build an understanding, and if they built it in the wrong way, that pollutes the context and they've got the wrong thing in their head. With code maps, it's faster for us as engineers to understand the code base quickly and for AI agents to understand the code base quickly as well. Now, I want these benefits in my setup without Windsurf. If you're finding this helpful so far, drop a like on the video. It helps YouTube show this to other developers who are trying to improve their AI coding workflow. All right, let's look at how to do this for our setup. The core insight is, if I understand the code base and have a better mental picture of what's happening, I can prompt AI to work better. And if we can give this mental picture to an AI agent, they can function better as well. That's the power for both myself and the AI agent of having a map to be able to easily navigate and trace and make edits in the right place instead of exploring the code base blindly. Now, this is a simple marketplace code base just to demonstrate the concept. If I start a new Claude thread or whichever AI agent thread, it doesn't have any information or knowledge about the project. If I ask this, what is the auth logic? It's going to try and start using grep, search, try and explore the code base and build that picture slowly mentally itself. This is the graph visualization of this entire code base. Okay. Now, all of a sudden, visually, I'm like, okay, I've got the app, I've got a login, there's a route here, and it goes to Supabase and Next.js. Within 5 seconds, myself as a human has managed to navigate the auth logic, login, logout routes easily. And if I want to navigate to the code base, I can go here or just search for it quite easily. Route.ts, listings add. This is where my marketplace listings are being added. Now, this is something I did within 5 seconds. If I was looking at the code base, it would have taken way longer. It's the same for AI agents. What is this graph? Under the hood, it's this file, okay? It's just 90 lines, but it gives the whole kind of like a visual picture of the entire code base to Claude. Now, I had left Claude in a previous window to what is the auth logic? It took 28 tool uses, 35K tokens, 43 seconds, and then it's like, okay, this is what's happening here. All right, let's try again in a new Claude thread with the graph. So in my new Claude thread, I'm just going to paste entire graph contents and ask the exact same question. What is the auth logic? Now it will be faster and end up using less tokens and less tool calls. So it went straight to the right file. Login, logout, login form, Supabase, and then it's tried to okay, let me just check the dashboard page and the logout button and I'll be fine. Because it had the visual map, it didn't need to kind of search everything, okay? So now let me walk you through how to install this on your code base and generate a nice lovely graph like this, okay? It's a very simple open source library called Dependency Cruiser and a Visual Studio Code extension that should run in Cursor as well. So just need a terminal. You can get your AI agent to do this, but I find it easier to at least understand the basics of what's happening. By the way, I run the AI First School community. There's more than 100 people sharing AI coding workflows and tips and techniques. Link in the description below. So we need to install the Dependency Cruiser package. After that, it's a simple initialization. It will ask, where do you have your source files? So this particular repo I've got, it's Next.js. App and lib is good, but I also want it to visualize the components because the components are here. So I just added that. And then all the others I can just leave as defaults. It just created a Dependency Cruiser config file. Next, the magic line is this, and you can get Claude or whoever to help with this. It's like, okay, just run this and create the codebase map dot file. Next, you can ask Claude or AI to just help you use Dependency Cruise to generate the map, but it's this particular command. It's basically calling the same binary, the folders that we have. This particular parameter, max depth 2, you can experiment with this. If you go max depth 10, it'll go into the node modules and inside as well. But then the graph file is really large and it'll be more context for the AI. It depends. If you've got a heavy debugging session, you can go deeper. But if I just let it run, it takes about a second, and this particular code base diagram graph file has just been generated. Now you could put this in your Claude MD file or cursor rules. To visualize this for us normal human mortals, we go to the extensions section and just install GraphWiz Interactive, this one, GraphWiz Interactive Preview. Okay. Once you've got the extension installed properly, if you click the dot file, it will automatically open this preview. I can just expand this and that's it. Zoom in and out using the mouse, and you can just like, okay, what's my delete listing button configured here? So just to visualize what's a particular modal, how is it working, how is a particular library working. If you click this, it actually opens the npm package as well for documentation, which is pretty neat. But yeah, you can easily visualize a large code base, try and navigate. If I want to go to the listing modal and understand the component better, you can just easily navigate there as well. So that was a good high level overview of how visualization helps myself and the AI agent find the right place faster, which can definitely 10x the AI coding throughput and AI coding quality. So I hope you found this useful. Any questions, drop a comment below. Subscribe for more AI coding workflow tutorials. I post weekly videos on tools, workflows that improve the AI development process. Thanks. Bye.